Hello world, I'm coming to you live from my bedroom where I'm here to do a story time video. This is the story of the event that happened that made me change my mind about wanting to be a corrections officer. Let's go back in time to the year, I don't know, but I was 17 years old. So I was 17 years old and stupid as fuck, okay? I had a dumbass best friend who, in past Storytime videos, I named her Corey. This bitch, she was dating this guy. So his name was Mickey, right? And so she's dating this guy, and then what happens? He ends up getting arrested. I don't remember what he did to get arrested, but whatever he did to get arrested, he ended up getting arrested on that show Cops. Remember that show Cops?
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
So that show Cops, and they were doing like a special edition of Cops in the Bronx, which is a borough in New York City. Oh my God, don't even get me started about the Bronx. He gets arrested on Cops and ends up in jail. So he ends up in Rikers Island. So I used to go with her to go visit him. I was 17 years old, but she was 18 years old. So she was the reason why I was able to go with her. She was like my guardian. Because she was 18 years old, she was able to bring me. We go to visit this fuck. And during the times that we had gone to visit him, I used to look at the correctional officers and see like what they had to do as far as work goes. And I said, well, they have pretty easy jobs. They're out here filling out paperwork and searching us visitors that are going to visit the inmates or what have you. I thought to myself, this is a pretty easy job. It seems like it's a fun job, right? And I was like, maybe when I become 18 or 21 or whatever the fuck it was, I said, when I get older, I think this is what I want to do for a living. I want to be a correctional officer. And let me tell you something. I quickly changed my mind after what happened during this visit. What happens? Me and this fucking idiot, Corey, we go to visit her whatever boyfriend or whatever the fuck he was. I can't even remember. He wasn't like her boyfriend, but they were just they were together. We go to Rikers Island. We are in the waiting room. So there's like a waiting room and you wait there until they call the person's name who you're there to see. You hear the person's name, you get up and you go to your visit, right? So on this visit, we were doing a double visit. So it was him and one of his friends who I was going to meet for the first time and, you know, potentially become like their pen pal. Listen, if you are young and dumb, take my advice. You don't want to talk to no dude that's in jail. If the dude is already locked up in jail, stay the fuck away from him. Because these men that are in jail, everything they tell you is a lie.
Trust me.
Even when you know them on the outside and they get locked up, they lay it on so fucking thick when they're behind bars. You know what I'm saying? I can talk more about experiences that I've had with dudes that have been in jail when I was young and dumb, if you want to hear. So if you want to hear those stories, let me know in the comments down below and I'll tell you those stories. So Corey and I are here on the damn visitors floor and we're waiting and we're chilling. We start hearing arguing. Some arguing is going on. There's two bitches that they started to argue on the visitors floor. One of the girls, she was like really tall, okay? Really tall. If I had to guess her height, she was like 6 feet or more, it seemed. Or maybe she seemed like taller than 6 feet because she was also very skinny, okay? So she was tall and slim, but solid as fuck. Like if she was a muscular bitch, okay? And the other chick that she was arguing with was a lot shorter than her, maybe my height. I'm 5'6", and the bitch was pregnant. So the pregnant bitch was eating Dominican foods. There's lots of seasonings, you know what I'm saying? But in this particular dish that she was eating, there was like salchicha and fried cheese, you know what I'm saying? Because you could smell it. You know what these things are. You can smell them. The fucking onions, you know what I'm saying? So there was just like a mix of scents going on in that. The aluminum tray. So this bitch is minding her own business, the pregnant one, and she's sitting there. She's there with her people. The other tall chick was there with her people. And me and Corey are on the sidelines just listening and watching everything that's going on. So we hear the arguing and now we're paying attention because we want to see what the fuck is happening. The argument was about the tall, skinny chick was really bothered by the smell of the pregnant bitch's food. So she's like running her mouth and saying things like, what the fuck you doing eating in a public place? Like this is a public place. Everybody don't have to smell that nasty ass food. She was referring to the food as being nasty. First of all, I just want to say The food definitely wasn't nasty. It was good. She was probably just mad because she wanted something she couldn't have none. Thinking about it now, that had to be it because the food smelled good. So she's bitching and complaining about how disgusting the food smells and how disgusting the food looks, and the pregnant bitch is not saying one word. Not one, right? But the people that she's there with, they were like, saying whatever they were saying, but in Spanish. So her friends are talking shit to her amongst themselves in Spanish, and the tall skinny bitch is cursing her out in English, cursing all of them out in English, right? I'm looking around, I'm seeing the COs are there, but nobody's saying anything. Like, they're not telling them to shut the fuck up or none of it. They're just letting them go at it. If I would have been the CO, that's not going down on my watch. Y'all are going to shut the fuck up and you're going to act accordingly, or your visit is going to be terminated. That's how I would have handled the situation. But that's not what happened here. So nobody's saying anything, and I'm just like, wow. And I remember thinking to myself, they're not going to fight. There's no way that they're going to fight. They're already in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to fight, because if they fight, they're going to get arrested, right? Okay, so what happens? The pregnant bitch gets up, and when she got up, she had the plate of food in her hand. She had already finished eating her food, because she ate her food. She wasn't going to let this tall bitch bully her into not eating her food, right? So she eats her food, she gets up. I'll never forget, she had this look on her face like, fuck this bitch, I don't give a fuck what she's saying, as long as she don't put her hands on me, we good. Like, this is the impression that I got from the look on her face, like she didn't give a fuck. So she gets up, she tosses her empty container of food into the trash, and she goes into the bathroom, right? So her friends followed her into the bathroom. The pregnant girl's friends followed her into the bathroom. But one of them said something on their way into the bathroom. So then what happens? The tall, skinny bitch, she gets up and she follows them into the bathroom. She was a fucking bully. She was a fucking bully. I hate bully bitches. I don't like them. I don't respect them. So she follows her into the bathroom, and then some of her friends follow her into the bathroom. So now they're all in the bathroom. They're all in there, and you could hear them arguing in the bathroom. Oh my God. So they're in the bathroom arguing, and next thing you know, you hear dun 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 dun, and you hear all of this shit happening in the bathroom. The door flies open. The two of them come out, the pregnant bitch and the skinny bitch. The skinny bitch has one hand in this pregnant bitch's hair, and with this hand, she's hitting her. Not like this, not straight shots. She's boom, boom, hitting her like that. And she's tall. So she's got a long arm, okay? She got a long ass fucking arm, and that shit is bang with all her might, and she's making contact on this poor pregnant bitch's fucking head. Me and are like, oh shit. So the friends, they did not get involved. The pregnant bitch's friends didn't get involved, and the tall bitch's friends did not get involved. They just were there watching. They came out the bathroom and watched. God knows what happened in that bathroom. You could hear that the pregnant one had it, because she was talking her shit in the bathroom. So she was basically defending herself in the bathroom, and they ended up getting into a fight. So boom, they're boom, boom, boom at the thing, and the correctional officers are just there. Still, no one is breaking it up. Me and we get up and we back the fuck up, because listen, you're not about to come bum rushing us over here. There was a desk. So in this waiting area, there was a desk, right? It was like a square right in the middle of the whole visitors waiting room, and on that desk were all the papers that we had all filled out and that were there stacked in order so that we can go on our visits. They would grab the papers and then go get the inmates, call their names, we would go and get on the visit. So that's what was on that desk. Pens, forms, all of that shit. Next thing you know, the poor pregnant bitch, she's trying so hard to reach the girl. She's swinging, but she's not connecting, because the bitch was so tall that she was able to grab her by her head, but there was space. Her arm was like fucking long. So what happens? They're fighting. The pregnant girl is trying with all her might to hit this bitch, this bully ass bitch, and she's just not able to do so. Meanwhile, the bully is just straight connecting with every fucking hit. She's just making contact. And then in one, she just grabbed the pregnant one like by, I don't know what she grabbed her, like her clothes. She like grabbed her. I've never seen anything like it, okay? She grabbed her like and picked her up, like her body. She was able to lift that pregnant bitch's body up, and she threw her over the fucking desk. the desk. Okay, she flies over the desk, and then she ends up in the middle of the desk, and that's when corrections officers come. They grab the bully bitch, they check on the pregnant bitch, all the papers go flying everywhere. And I remember thinking, oh my God, now we're going to be here for mad fucking long because they're going to have to fucking get the papers in order. They're going to be all in a disarray. We were like on top to be called next. God knows what the order is going to be once they put the papers together. They're not going to be in the order in which we came because they were just thrown all over the fucking place because this fucking bitch want to be a bully. Corrections officers come, they break up the fight stopped right there. You know, they stopped everything and they take both these bitches away. Not the friends. The friends stood behind. So the friends are talking shit, but amongst themselves, not to each other, right? And me and Corey are just there, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, bro? You know, like, this is ridiculous. We're gonna be here for hours. Now, this was not a morning visit. This was a night visit. And I was upset by the whole fucking thing. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was supposed to be in her house, just, you know, hanging out in her house. And instead I'm here in a fucking jail, okay? Watching a fucking fight. So the corrections officers come, and then we see the outcome of it. We thought that they were going to get arrested. Neither one of them got arrested. So we're hearing what's happening because they didn't take them far. They were like sideline rooms right there in the visiting room. And that's where they took them to. So the pregnant bitch comes out, and as she's coming out, she's got like marks on her face. Her hair is all fucked up. She looks embarrassed, but she looks also really fucking mad. You know what I'm saying? Like really pissed. The CO is saying she ain't going on her visit. Her visit's over. She's not gonna get to go on her visit. So, but the bully got to still go on her visit. And I couldn't understand. Why? Why would you deny the pregnant bitch who was just trying to defend herself her visit, and you let this bully go on her visit still? I couldn't understand. Like, y'all literally saw that tall bitch was fucking her up. She was the one that was provoking her and like poking her the whole time. Your food stinks. You ain't shit. You and all you Spanish people ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, wow. So you're a bully and you're fucking racist, okay? And it was just ridiculous. I could not believe it. Like, I don't know what the reasoning was that they didn't let the pregnant bitch go on the visit. It was fucked up. And we were all, like, in an outrage about it. We were all talking shit about it. Like, I remember me, Corey, some of the other girls, we were like, how the fuck she gets her visit denied when this one was being the bully and she's still gonna go get her visit? I just could not understand. So then what happens? Corey and I are called, and we go on our visit. The bully bitch, she was on the VI floor having her visit, and she's just a few tables away from us. Like, to the point that we could hear her telling the story to the guy she was there to visit. The guy that she was there visiting looked so fucking scary, bro. Like, him and I made eye contact at one point because I was looking at her with her face like, this bitch is so whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, you proud that you beat up a pregnant bitch? Or because you was probably fucking hungry and wished you could have some of that food. So he looked at me with this look, and I looked at him. And I remember being so startled by the look in his eye. And I was just like, wow, you guys are the worst. That she probably belongs in a fucking jail cell just like you are. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. And so we were telling the guys that we had gone to visit what happened, and we couldn't believe it. And I remember saying, I said, yo, and I was over here talking shit that I wanted to be a correctional officer. Get the fuck out of here. If this is the type of shit that you got to deal with, hell fucking no. And it was in that moment that my dreams of becoming a CO died. They died on that visiting floor. And that was it. So what is the moral of this story? Because there has to be a moral to these stories, or else what's the point, right? I guess the moral of the story is don't be a bully, okay? Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. So that bully bitch, I'm certain, just by seeing how things played out that night, I know for a fact that she lives her life, or I don't know what she's doing now, but at that time, you could tell she was the type of bitch that lived her life being aggressive and bullying people into submission. You know what I'm saying? But you can also tell that she was down to fight, and she could hold her own in a fight because she fucked that girl up, okay? It was fucked up because the bitch was pregnant. I don't think it's right to fight a pregnant bitch. Now, if the pregnant bitch hits you and it's a reflex action to just hit her back or whatever, I understand that. But to continuously beat the shit out of her, knowing that you were the one that started the whole thing just because you was hating on her food? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Who raised you? Wolves. She was clearly raised by wolves, okay? People with no fucking home training, people with no fucking manners, people that just, they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when a person was raised by assholes because 9 times out of 10, they themselves are a fucking asshole too. And she was an asshole, a disrespectful bitch, and a bully. The moral is, don't be an asshole, don't be a bully. Don't go around bullying people just because you can. You know what I'm saying? If you're strong and you know how to fight and you know you can fuck shit up, that doesn't mean that you have to. You know what I'm saying? Save your energy and fight when it's necessary. Fight for a cause. Don't fight just because you want people to be scared of you, or you want to seem like you're tough, or because in the end everyone was looking at her like she wasn't shit. Like, you're just a fucking bully bitch. People were voicing their opinions, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just like she beat her up and scared everyone into shutting up. No, everybody was making fun of her after that. Now, when I was on that VI floor, I remember telling the guy, like, I remember just telling him, I can't believe that they let her come on her visit and not the other girl. They should have denied this bitch her visit because she was the one that started everything. I don't know what that was all about. It was fucked up, but that's jail for you. You know what I'm saying? Things in jail are fucked up. And when it comes to the people that go to jail to visit the prisoners, you're treated like a prisoner yourself. They disrespect you. They treat you like shit. They're not nice. The COs, they're not polite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got into some shit with one of the COs one time, and that's another story for another day. But it was terrible, and I thought that they were going to arrest me right then and there. But they didn't. I was young and dumb, and I didn't realize that I could speak up and not get arrested, you know? Anyway, it was just weird. Thank God that that fight happened, because who knows if I would have stuck with that thought and, like, actually done this. But I think if I had become a correctional officer, I probably would have quit within the first week, because reality would have set in and I would have been like, oh, hell no, I am not built for this. Alright, so if you like this video, you already know what to do. Like my shit, subscribe to my channel, and if you do subscribe, ring the notification bell so you could be alerted when I post videos in the future. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Don't be a bully. And don't be a bully. Don't be a fucking bully, because it's not cool. It's not cute. It's really fucking dumb. You look really fucking stupid. Nobody respects a bully. Nobody likes a bully. And what ends up happening to bullies? They end up getting humbled some way, somehow. Okay? Because karma is a real fucking thing. It's a real thing. You can't just be a bully and think that one day someone's not going to fuck you up, because you're going to get your ass beat. Or maybe the pregnant bitch was a bitch, and so this was her karma. Who the fuck knows? We don't know. We don't know. The point is, don't be a bully. Bye.